that end of the floor.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Well, as you know, there are polls for just about everything in sports. Last year, Steph Curry was actually voted as the most trustworthy player in the league.
Now here's Curry. He had 10 points in the win against Denver.
And defensively, I mean, he was all over the court, forcing turnovers, putting a ton of pressure on the ball.
Here's Curry. Plenty of space. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket. You talked about trust in Steph Curry. It seemed he was able to trust his ankles a bit more last year.
Yeah, that had been a big concern, repeated ankle sprains. Part of the reason the Warriors were able to sign him to such a bargain extension, but when healthy, clearly an all-star and all-league player.
Barnes passes to Thompson. And Waiters over to help. Here's Barnes. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
It doesn't matter who you're rooting for. You've got to appreciate a reverse throwdown like that.
Clark, those kinds of dunks are how reputations are built.
Well, he's already got a pretty good one, too, Kevin. It's only going to get better with plays like that.
And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, Serge Ibaka is now a two-way presence. Of course, an intimidating shot blocker, but also a great complementary piece offensively. Kevin Durant said he's a guy that excels playing off of others. He gives himself up, sets great screens. He shifts the defense with his hard rolls to the basket, and you have to respect his jumper. Kevin, back to you.
He stretched his range out beyond the arc, Doris. Thanks. It's Thompson off the drive. Here's Bogut. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Enes Kanter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
And they're doing a fantastic job of finding the open man and getting easy looks.
Well, the job of penetrating that they've done so far has really been excellent. I mean, they've done a nice job driving to the hoop perfection. Thunder head coach Scott Brooks really consistent with his message. It's all about defensive commitment and trusting your teammates at that end of the floor.
Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Andrew Bogut. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Adams checked in. There it is, guys, that Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
The Thunder have missed more than they've made at the foul line tonight, 3 of 7.
Yeah, they've just been an ordinary team in terms of free throw shooting this year, guys, about 75%.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Golden State. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for the Thunder. You talk about Scott Brooks' defensive focus. He played 11 years in the NBA as a 5'11" point guard, Steve. You'd better believe he had some toughness.
Oh, he was nasty. He would pick you up full court. You know, there's a great stat about him when he played. He had 5 consecutive seasons where he had more steals than turnovers. So it shows you about Scott Brooks.
Westbrook can't get it to go.
Well, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
Count the bucket. Westbrook's got 11.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Wouldn't surprise me at all to see them break this game open. They are absolutely lighting it up.
Well, it's like you used to be on occasion. When you got in that zone, you can't miss out there, and that's what they're doing. Every shot they put up seems to go in. And if I'm on the other side, I'm wondering what the heck is going on here. You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Robertson dishes to Westbrook. They retain possession. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Adams. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
Well, looking back at that last game between these two teams, they lost the game. I thought the difference was they were badly out-rebounded inside, and it's so tough to win a game.
And so we wrap up the first half. Warriors lead by 13. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
How about Steph Curry in this one? 15 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
Yeah, productive day for him from long range.
Thompson and Barnes, the 2 and 3. Down low, it's Green and Bogut. And it's Curry in the point guard. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
And assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Draymond Green last season slimmed down to about 230 pounds. Pretty remarkable how he's transformed his body since his freshman season at Michigan State.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. On the 3 off target. To the paint. It's tipped. Pass to Westbrook. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And he hasn't cashed in on his chances at the line, only making 1 free throw.
And Green, a combo forward, you know, he's able to play the 3 or the 4, and he's a good rebounder. I mean, he's got long arms that help him play effectively against bigger guys, even though he's only about 6'7".
Durant against Barnes. That's good. Barnes has got 9 points.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And Green, certainly not an elite athlete, Steve, but pretty quick on his feet.
Well, he's a jack of all trades, and I think he's been a pleasant surprise defensively. Just his awareness and his energy, it really helped him out a lot. He can guard multiple positions for sure.
And let's bring up a list of some of the NBA's hottest players. Among shooting guards, these are the leading scorers over the course of the last month. You take a look at Thompson. 3rd in the league, he typically dominates out there. He can seemingly score at will.
And this is the cream of the crop at the 2-guard spot, strictly in terms of scoring ability and the ease with which these guys break down opposing defenses.
I love that they are so attack-minded and come at you really aggressively across the board. They're players that can carry a team offensively for long stretches of a game.
DJ Augustine's checked in for Russell Westbrook.
And a quick review here, looking at some numbers for Durant. Averaging 25 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And it's the kind of run we've seen from him so many times in the past.
But no matter how many times we do see him have a stretch like this, Steve, it still leaves us shaking our heads in amazement and admiration.
Thompson passes to Bogut. Thompson dishes to Green. And another 3 for Golden State.
Solid work right there, and again, the field goal percentages. Look at the discrepancy between these two teams in the second half.
Well, you're right. We've got one team moving crisply to get good shots, and the other team just a bit stagnant.
Nobody near Barnes. Another 3 for Golden State.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. The defense hasn't been able to set up.
Here's Thompson. They kick it out to Green. And it's Golden State with another. Oklahoma City's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3.
Well, Klay Thompson, the son of former #1 draft pick Michael Thompson, but totally different games. His father was a big man who kind of played inside. Clay, a swing man, just a knockdown shooter from deep.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr taking over as head coach of the Warriors, a 5-time NBA champion. His focus is on creating sustained success. He said, we've got a chance to be really good for the next decade. Let's just take a swing every year and be consistent with our efforts, and we'll have our chances. And we get to watch him, Kevin.
Looking to build something that'll last. Thank you, Doris.
Harrison Barnes, the 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. He's got prototypical size and athleticism for that small forward position. Still developing his overall game, but he's got enormous potential.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. Lee comes in for Draymond Green. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Roberson. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
But the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
And Barnes, the top overall recruit in the nation, coming out of high school in 2010.
Yeah, and really high expectations for him from a relatively young age. There's been some disappointment in his development, but with his work ethic, I think it's short-lived.
Out to Thompson. Livingston dishes to Lee. Now the pass to Livingston. Shot clock at 6. Great D that time from Durant. Thunder shooting is leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. And the shot is good.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Thompson for 3. And he gets it to go. Thompson's got 14 points here in the second half.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
Livingston kicks to Iguodala. Deflects the pass. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.